All right. First off, I want to thank Coverings for allowing us to present to you here today. It's very nice of them to allow us to show a brand new product that we're launching. We're going to be launching, we're launching here officially today or yesterday at the show. It will be available. Am I coming in? I know it's going in and out. Am I okay? Okay. It's launching pretty much this week, probably available for regular shipments in about a month or two. Can't tell you exactly when, but we're very, very proud of the product we came up with here today, and we're going to show you. So I only have 20 minutes, and those who know me, it takes me 20 minutes just to introduce myself. So I'm going to be quick here, because I want to leave room for questions and so forth, and they told me that they're going to yank me off the stage if I go 1 minute over. So I'm going to go 20 minutes, maybe even shorter than that. I'm not going to do a PowerPoint. I'm not going to do a demonstration. I would ask you, though, if you want to see demonstrations of how to cut it, how to fasten it, the banding and all that stuff, our booth is 4232. 4232, our booth, quite a bit, just go straight down and you'll hit it. Come and see this product being installed. It is like nothing else. So first I just want to introduce myself, and by the way, thank you all for being here. I know it's not a long show. You don't have a lot of time to come here and look at this. We do appreciate you taking the time. My name is Greg Gelston. This is my lovely assistant, Paul Bergmeister, and all he's going to do is stand and smile like Vanna White. And all I'm going to do here today is just do a brief introduction of this new concept. Now I know what he meant if you move around. This new concept in lightweight waterproof boards. Okay, we're going to talk about our Curdy board very briefly, but just to get to understand who we are, Profilitec, see the logo right there? Profilitec is a manufacturer of installation systems. Installation systems are all solutions to challenges in installation of flooring. It could be profiles, it could be lippage systems, it could be pedestals, it could be drains, it could be shower systems, it could be uncoupling. Those are what we call tile installation systems or flooring installation systems. That's what we do. Our mantra, our positioning strategy at Profilitec is everything we do must be the best in class. We're not going to come out with simple imitated products. We're going to come out, look at the category or the product itself. Maybe I'll just sit still. Just look at the product itself and analyze and see what can we do better. We are not a Me Too company. We're a better than. Come to our booth. We'll explain that way more in detail. You're going to see every single aspect of what we do is engineered and designed to be the best in class. As an example, I just had Paul, our line drain. This is the only line drain that's actually been designed to increase the flow of water within the housing of a line drain. A lot of people don't realize, those of you who have that line drain at home, one of the problems with line drains, they're all very nice, but the longer you go, the less flow you have within the housing of the line drain because of how thin construction methods are here in North America. So we created a line drain it's got a funny little pattern in here that actually increases the flow of water within the line drain. We even do a special polishing process to reduce friction so water will actually drain. And that's a big innovation. That's one example. Another example of what we do to make things better, our UpTech pedestal. For those of you who know us and know UpTech, you now know this is the standard of the industry now. Our UpTech pedestal system is the only modular pedestal system available in the world, which means that you can basically build on site. It's the only pedestal that allows you to do that. It's the easiest, the fastest to install. It's also the one that's got the highest point load and the best performing pedestal in the industry. And finally, again, just simple profiles. We have the widest array of profiles in the industry, and each one of these profiles has been meticulously engineered to maximize function. I won't sit here and bore you with those details. If you want to be bored with those details, come to our booth. I'll explain to you what we do different with profiles that make them stronger, that make them better engineered to resist point load and impact and so on and so forth. So, thank you, Paul. So that mantra of doing things better led us to build this board. And the reason we built the ShowerTech board is that we saw the industry insulation is going towards lightweight, waterproof boards for, say, shower assemblies or bathtubs and so on and so forth. It's a reality. When I started in the industry a long time ago, we had a hard enough time telling people to use backer board behind tile. Then we tell them, look, you need a waterproof membrane. So you might have a backer board or sheetrock, put a waterproof membrane, set your tile, you got a watertight installation. Well, that evolved into these boards that did both, right? They set a structural layer, but at the same time they were watertight and they were lightweight, and you put them up and you saved a lot of time and a lot of effort. That's something now, 5 years ago, that still wasn't a standard. And when I say standard, I mean something that's done relatively often. It has become a standard now for installers to be using these lightweight waterproof boards as backing materials. So when we did our analysis, it became obvious that if we want to be relevant in this category, we have to have a board as well. So we looked at what boards are out there, did analysis, and say, okay, if we're going to get into this game, what should we know? And of course, I think the vast majority of the boards, if not all of them, are polystyrene. Polystyrene boards, which, you know, there's a lot of benefits to polystyrene. It's obviously lightweight, it's easy to cut, it's dimensionally stable, all right? It's abundant. You can make polystyrene rather easily. You know it's a number 6 plastic. You basically blow it up, it becomes what it is. You can make any shape, you can extrude it, you can expand it, you can do all sorts of things. So it's got a lot of benefits. But there are disadvantages to polystyrene. And again, this is what we do when we analyze what we should bring to market. Well, what are the disadvantages to polystyrene? Well, yeah, it's not very strong. Okay? You can get varying degrees of rigidity and so forth, but basically, relatively speaking, it's a rather weak material. The second thing, sort of associated to that, is very brittle, right? If I go to the edge of a board and I go too close, I'm going to break that board. Or worse, when we did our analysis, we asked distributors, what do you like about boards? What do you don't like about boards? And so on and so forth. The number one problem that we got back in our little focus group study is that distributors always had to pay somebody some money because of broken boards, damaged boards, and all sorts of stuff like that. So we said, well, do we join the fray and just offer another foam board to the market, or do we do something different? And we decided to do something different. So this is the ShowerTech board. Paul is showing it right here. There is no polystyrene. There is no fiberglass. There's no paper. There's no cement. There's no chemicals whatsoever. It's 100% recycled polypropylene and 100% recyclable. Polystyrene can be recycled, but 99.8% of polystyrene is never recycled. And actually, the 30% of all landfills now contain polystyrene in volume, not mass, but 30% of the volume of all landfills worldwide is polystyrene. So for us, we felt there's a better option. So this is 100% polypropylene, 100% recycled. This is post-recycled material, and it's 100% recyclable. Now, plastics in general aren't recycled that much. You think they are, but they're not. And this is still, polypropylene is still not recycled a lot, but it's recycled about 100 times more than polystyrene. But it's all welded. This is a complete polypropylene with a polypropylene mesh that's thermally laminated to the surface. No chemicals, no paper, no glue. I don't know what I'm getting close. No chemicals, no papers, no glues. It's all one unified product. Want to put it to the side? Most importantly, this product is far more rigid and far stronger than any type of polystyrene. I was going to knock it, but I don't want to knock you over. But this board will not puncture, okay? If I did this to styrene, what would happen? Much stronger. It's a honeycomb design that's extremely rigid and extremely stable. It's still lightweight. Go ahead, Paul, lift it, show us your muscles. It's still lightweight, and it doesn't damage in transport. And that's, our distributors love that. The biggest thing our distributors told us, find me a board that I don't have to pay people because it came in damaged, and I'm on there. And the contractors too, they'd say on job sites, we'd find boards broken off on the corners and very rigid. Polystyrene is very fragile. It's pretty much a brittle product. So this product removes those issues. No washers, no expensive washers and screws with this material. It goes up with regular 1¼ drywall screws. And I challenge anybody, come to our booth, you could hang off of this, okay? Do that with foam. This is a new generation in boards, and we feel the next wave of boards. Like anything else, the screw holes, you have to waterproof. We have banding material. We have patches. I said I'd be 10 minutes and then only 10 minutes for questions. I got to be off here in 20, after 20. So we have patches, we have banding materials, and we're looking at other maybe options for waterproofing as well. But this is the most stable. It's also very cost effective. We won't get into pricing here today, but it's a very cost effective. This is all great, but if it's 3 times the price of what's out there, it's irrelevant. But come and see us, we'll tell you exactly what the price points are, but it's very, very relative. Easy to cut. Again, we have a display set up where you can cut boards. We can show you how to cut it, and easy to install. We set up some joist spacings that you can fasten up. We've got drills there to help you do so, and so on and so forth. So 2 dimensions, 3x5 and 4x8 for now, and only 1/2 inch for the time being. Well, we're currently in research to figure out if there are other things that we can do with this thing, because it's got a lot of practical benefits and a lot of functional benefits. It's got an insulative factor because it's air channels on the back. It also can be breathable, if you will. We won't get into too much details as that, but it really is, this is, in our opinion, the next standard in lightweight waterproof boards for the market. So, any questions from anyone? I said I'd do 10 and then some questions. Video? Yeah, play the video if you can. Yes, sir.
Thin set?
Yeah.
Use any type of thin set?
Yes. You can use modified or non-modified. Any other question? I prefer non-modified, to be frank, but we can talk about that. That's a long discussion. But any other questions? Wow. What did we say? Not even. That's not 4 pounds. It's like in 2.8 maybe pounds or something. I can't recall. There's a 3x5 and a 4x8, but maybe it's a tad heavier than foam, but like just a tad. There's a lot of air in the back. You can come up here and pick it up if you want. Yes, sir.
What sizes is it available in?
3x5, 4x8 for now. Okay, we're launching it. It's launched at this show. We're still in production. We'll probably by June we're going to have it available in the market.
And
with
thickness?
A 1/2 inch only.
Only 1/2 inch?
Just 1/2 inch for now. We're going to look at different thicknesses, but we want to get, first of all, the first production runs out, and so forth, then we can look at these other things. Yeah. Any other questions?
Waterproofed on both sides? Both sides have the membrane?
I'm sorry?
Both sides have the membrane?
Yeah, well, both sides have the fleece, but only one side has the, well, I didn't even talk about the grid pattern, but that's pretty standard. But yeah, turn it around, Paul, just to show people. It's fleeced on both sides. Again, polypropylene fleece that's thermally laminated to a polypropylene base. It's 100% watertight. Also, it's vapor tight. Our banding material has the vapor rating. So you're getting not only, and this is something, it's another discussion. Keep in mind today, people are sitting in showers a lot longer than they used to. Not only you got to look out for water, you got to look out for steam. Steam is very important. Doesn't have to be a steam shower. You could just be there long and it's a steam shower. Any other questions?
Right. So once available in June, or where will it be available for purchase?
There's all sorts of distributors available, also including Stanley Stevens, if that's what you. But yeah, we have it. It's going to be available throughout our distributor network, which we cover the country with our distribution. And I think already most of them have committed to bringing on inventory. I think they've all pretty much. If you go to our booth, there's crowds going around the demo area of this board. And I don't think availability will be an issue whatsoever. Any other questions? All right. What I would ask everybody, when you have an opportunity, if you haven't done so already, come to our booth, 4232. We'll show you how to install it. We'll drill it up there. We'll tack it up. We'll show you the bands. We'll show you how strong it is. I've got guys, big strong guys, that are trying to tear this down. They can't do it. You can hang off it. Okay? It's a big difference from what you're accustomed to. Anything else?
4232.
Yeah, 4232. I don't. They told me already. Okay, we're good. Okay. Well, thank you all very much. Really appreciate you coming.